but
Yeah,
in
he
no
looks really
ways
strong.
an easy one.
We've been saying it, but he's been really motivated, I think, RiSky since RazerBlader since getting knocked down to that lower bracket. Would have been disappointed with the loss in the first place.
Yeah,
And yeah, he wants to show that he earned that title fair and square last time.
Yeah. So just obviously, RiSky's just taking an extra minute here, I believe, sort of, get himself comfortable, get himself with the headset on, really get in the zone, because this is not an easy matchup at all. ZVT, RiSky's ZVT is very, very strong, but alternatively, RazerBlader's TVZ is very strong, and he's been preparing for this. I think we're going to see some interesting builds. I don't think we're going to see those standard late game compositions.
I mean, these two have played a lot, but it is heavily in RiSky's favor. I mean, I think the map ratio is something like 50-something wins in maps to RazerBlader's 8 map wins. So he's going to have to really up his game to the next level to pull out some wins here. But that's what we all want to see. We want to see a close match. We want to see all 7 games. Yeah,
and just as we wait for the players to sort of ready up, don't forget, guys, this is Epic LAN. You can tweet at Epic LAN. It's at UKSC2 as well for the UK StarCraft scene, which we're all very, very much part of, very much passionate about. Thank you. Big shout out to Corsair as well for sponsoring some prizes at the end of this, and a big shout out to Noble Chairs as well. My God, if I was sitting on a stool or anything, I would not be able to cast this long.
Our backs would have died.
I'd be on the floor. I'd be casting from the floor right now.
Absolutely.
That's all I could do to sort of make sure my voice gets across this wonderful stream. I am so hyped for this. The game countdown is ticking. My heart is racing.
I can hear the beeping in the background.
It's going to be a best of 7. We're going to see at least 4 games here.
That's a lot of games.
At least 4 games.
It's a lot of games between arguably the UK's 2 best players.
Arguably, yes, definitely. They've got a lot of support. I can see the StarCraft players sitting over there as well. They're all crowded round. They're all ready. They're all dying to see this match. So if you'd love to introduce our players,
I would
please.
love to introduce our players. Starting here in the top left-hand position, representing Forge Force Gaming, it is RazerBlader. And down in the bottom right-hand position, on Team Lions, it is RiSky, our Blues.
And just good manner from both players there, even using their names. That's like when you go.
Hear the guys cheering?
Yes, absolutely. I can hear those guys cheering. Big shout out to everybody watching the stream live. Thank you so much. Everyone watching from Epic LAN as well. I can hear more clapping. Come on, guys, make some noise. I love it. I love it. Come on.
All right. Ball first. Ball before expand.
Yeah, again, nothing too cheesy here from RiSky. It's just one of those sort of like, if you are going to get 2 racks, it's a nice little defensive. You can still absolutely macro behind this, no problem at all. It doesn't really cause too much delay from the Zerg here. Just a nice, safe open. Again, show him respect for RazerBlader here. You know, he's not going, I can be super greedy here. You can't do anything. I can hold your 10 Marine push with just drones. I'm RiSky. Who are you? No, absolutely not. Absolute respect.
One thing RiSky definitely is very smart, and he's going to play smart in this
there was I can't remember who I was talking to, but he said he went up a ladder game, and he went up a guy called Meme Builds. Meme Builds, his name was on ladder, and
I'm liking where this is going.
Completely standard game. So
I think
the
greatest meme of them all.
Yeah, do you think RiSky has chosen his name? Everyone thinks he's going to be risky,
but he's not.
He's not. He's completely safe. He knows what he's doing.
He's the safest player you could ever want.
Exactly. So early expand here from the Terran. We do see the Reaper coming down. If that Reaper's on the wrong side of the map, that might be a bit nasty, but 6 Lings are on their way, going to make their way across Nightshade now. But it looks like they're going to get scouted by the SCV. Scouts 4 of them, and the other 2 look to sort of clear any obstruction to that early third.
RiSky's not going to say no to a free SCV, of course. You do love to see that as a Zerg player. Want to deny that scout, but I mean, it's going to go and see most of what's going on. Can't be sure there wasn't anything hidden behind that mineral line, but I think he'll feel pretty safe at the moment.
Yeah, when he sort of gets there and realises that Geyser really hasn't been mined from very long, he's going to realise that it is going to be a fairly early third. That gasless style against Terran right now is so in the meta. You know, lots of queens, lots of lings. Probably going up to a few hatcheries of that Baneling style, eventually going into those early upgrades with the Ultralisk as well. Again, perfectly standard from RiSky. No shenanigans as of yet. And again, RazerBlader just playing absolutely, spot on as you should. Early Reaper, get the SCV into Scout. RiSky not able to do any damage to those Lings, but they didn't need to.
The Reaper from RazerBlader staying at home just a little bit longer, just in case there were more Lings on the way. Didn't want to put himself in a risky position. So last time we're going to do that planning as best as the last time, I promise. And
I bet it's not.
Finally going to send it across and get some more information. Like about now, he's going to see maybe the Zerg's tech choice. Oh, the queen's really far out there to poke it away.
Yeah, exactly right. So what you do with these queens is sort of
Stopping
use them to stop those creep tumors going down. Is an important use of energy. As you see, they skip the injects now, so the creep is actually more important than the injects with this build.
You've got to get that third base linked up, right?
Exactly.
You don't want to have slow movement between your natural and your third.
Exactly, especially with the opening of things like battle cruisers and liberators. That queen movement's really important, especially with the Hellion that's coming out now. Yeah, usually sort of see between 4 and 6 Hellions pushing out.
More on the way as
Again, perfectly standard games from both of these players at the moment. Reaper joining the Hellions.
We're going to see a fusion core.
Yeah, so quite possibly going to go into that one battlecruiser style. Yeah. Again, Zergs really do suffer from it. It can be game ending. It can be 100% game ending.
He's used that style in the lower bracket earlier on, I think, in one of the games that we cast maybe yesterday. So it's a style he's familiar with, and it can do a lot of damage. Like, battlecruisers are annoying. They can teleport. They can get in your mineral line. They can kill your workers really quickly. Yeah,
they're extremely good. But RiSky, with the perfect timing on that scout, is going to see that fusion core. I expect him to continue making queens, some spore crawlers out. Sorry?
He didn't.
Yes, it was a slow. Yeah, no, it was gasless style, so that 100 gas is too precious to put into that overlord speed at this stage. Roach Warren coming down and just droning up, and those queens. If you're good with your queen micro and a single spore in each base, you can push back the cattle bruiser. The cattle bruiser.
The LeVar Burton cruiser, if you're a Lag TV fan.
We do see the 6 Hellions moving across the map with the Reaper support.
For fun. Yeah,
queens,
creep tumors and all of that jazz.
Exactly
as annoying as possible, really. Keeping RiSky on his toes, you know, making sure he can't just macro like a beast.
Exactly right. I like what RiSky's doing here, though. He's just keeping an eye on the Terran with those lings. He's also going into a fairly early-ish layer for this build, which will mean that he is looking to get that Spire out to counteract that Cattle Bruiser. I suspect, anyway. Exactly right. He might be just going into that sort of Ling Bane Muta style, which was an old favourite. It's not so common right now, but it is still used to great respect.
A lot of F's in the chat. I think when one of the units died, everyone really sad.
You got to be sad for those units. But the battlecruiser is about to pop out. I think we're going to see this zip straight across the map into RiSky's third or natural. Let's see where this is highlighted. It's zipping. Where's it zipping to? Straight on top of the army. That's
bold.
That's a bit brave.
He's going to go for an engagement. He brought all the Hellbats as well. This is actually quite a
good timing attack. Yeah, we usually see this battlecruiser used for harassment, but it looks like he is going to go for the Hellbat. No, there's not a lot of lings. There's no Banes currently morphing. This could be game ending. Razor has pulled and a wonderful timing attack here. Baneling's almost ready, but that battlecruiser cannot be hit by Banelings.
No, thankfully not for the battlecruiser. And all the queens are dead. How many queens are left? I think there's only 1 or 2.
There's two queens.
And one of them's
that's not enough.
That's
not enough.
This cruiser has free reign on the base.
Insane damage by Razor.
I don't know how RiSky's going to hold this.
9 kills on that battlecruiser. 10 kills.
He's trying to morph some Banelings at the back of the mineral line to deal with these Hellbats, but the battlecruiser is just free to do whatever it wants to.
And those Hellbats are still standing up. Lings are rushing in one by one. Banelings get cancelled. There's a few Banelings in the back, but they're not going to create.
GG.
RazerBlader takes game 1.
That is the first map that RiSky has dropped all Epic Land. I can't believe it. That's really exciting. And the crowd goes wild. The crowd are so hyped.
The crowd goes wild.
Doing the impossible and taking a map off the undefeated RiSky. We'll jump